All right, everybody, this is David Fidua with Invent Tribe, here with one of my awesome clients, Thais Zoe. Thais has been doing some amazing work, like working her tail off, making things happen. And so I wanted to bring her on and kind of talk about those experiences and what you've been going through. So Thais, where are you from? Tell me a little bit about yourself.
Well, thank you for the introduction, David. It's been such a pleasure to get to know you and work with you. To start out with basics, I live in Arizona, I live in Phoenix, Arizona. I'm born and raised here, moved back here after moving away to California for many years. And in the process of moving back here, transitioned out of design. I'd worked as a professional photographer for the last 5 years before I moved back to Arizona, and then transitioned into interior and architectural design because I just love creating environments and solutions. And 5 years into that, got a puppy and developed a toy product. And in the process of developing the toy product, which I was going to bring to market, I was introduced to the concept of licensing. The danger of being a little bit too clever or too big for my britches, and I think that, I think many inventors have a gift and a strongly developed intuition. And I think you are extremely vital to somebody like me because, I want to be better. I want to do better. I want to be more focused. I want to present things in a way that makes sense. You can have the best idea out there, and if it's not presented in a way that is understood, it can go flat. And my responsibility to my creativity and the gift that I may have is to bring everything to the maximum potential it has. And that's why I'm so grateful that I've found you and that we've hit a good stride, because it's just, there are videos and sell sheets and contacts and emails, and oh my goodness, what a relief it is to not have to wonder about the next step. I'm completely capable of taking the next step. And I think anybody that works with you is capable of taking the next step, but being willing to know and being open to the reality that, I don't necessarily know what the best next step is. And the freedom working with you gives me is I don't have to worry about that. All I need to do is ask you. It's been a lot of trial and error, a lot of, businesses that just didn't quite take off. Mm-hmm. And I think that if I can say anything is to, and a good reminder for myself is that constant pivot. It's like, okay, well, this didn't work, now what? And just that constant and trusting the process. And how that said, by the time I got you, I was feeling a little weary because I knew I had ideas. I knew they were original and innovative. I knew I loved the process. I knew I had deals on the verge of closing, but for one reason or another, they just didn't get all the way across the finish line. And I realized that I needed somebody who could kind of be in my corner, and who could help. I felt like I was spending a lot of energy, and happy to do so actually, but I don't know that it was, and in fact, I know it wasn't all spent in the right direction. So you helped me streamline that. So flash forward now 4 or 5 years, I have about over 20 patent pendings and 5 products licensed and more in the works in 4 different categories. And I'm a happy girl. I'm grateful I took the leap to trust that creative part of me that I'm able to put into action.
Looking forward, what's coming down the tracks? What's your hope here for the future on your product development?
For the next month or so, I'm going to be finishing up a video or 2, resubmitting a few things that I've refined, expanding, improving the customer experience like you and I discussed. Mm-hmm. And then next year is all sales and pitching. All sales and pitching. I have enough product right now that I can focus on in pet, hardware, kitchen, and home improvement.
Everybody needs to cue in and listen to what she's doing here, because this is what successful inventors do. Because this is how you monetize. Once you monetize, then you can continue to do more inventing. And so that is just so exciting to me that, without us talking about it, your main focus is sales. And this is the difference between successful inventors and non-successful inventors. Your focus is sales. You've got your products ready. That is something that you do, but you do it on the side. It's not your main focus. And so this is the differentiator. And that's awesome. And I love the way that you're putting it. And you're saying like, that's how I'm going to take this new year on. I'm just going to focus on sales. I'm going to crush it. And I'm going to get more products licensed, essentially.
That's the main focus. And it was a process of getting me there, you know, because I also knew that with all of the products, I mean, it's taken me 6-7 months since, you know, to get to a place where I have all the videos and the sell sheets and trademarking, patent applications, everything that I want, URLs. Also, I always get URLs for my products, and I always name my products. Just as like, even if it's just a working title, just it makes it easy in my mind to keep them categorized. So now it's taken 6 months to have all of that in place for all of my products, because there are, you know,
you've done
dozens of them. But now that that's all together, you know, other than the one we just talked about earlier today, I'm not really doing anything there's no need. There's no need. I have enough to probably last me for the rest of my life that I can just get out there and license. I mean, 20 plus patent pending products with variations and on each. I mean, it's super exciting. It's super exciting. I like the idea of making the world a funner, better, easier place.
And like one of the things I tell everybody when they're getting started, there's no magic to it, right? I mean, it's just getting on the phone, sending out emails, getting your product, your marketing material in front of the right people. And it takes time and work. And I love the fact that you're enthusiastic about it and want to make that happen, because you know that that's the key component of getting your product on the shelf. What
a relief to know that you're just a phone call or an email away. So I don't have to wonder what my next best step is. You know, I'm very, very grateful. You do. I've said it before, but you make me better every day. And I hope I get to pass some of that on too.
Well, awesome. And thank you so much for coming on, and congrats on your multiple licensing deal.
Thank you.
That you signed, and you know, let's keep crushing it. I mean, we're going to keep on moving forward and going to get more deals. So
yeah,
I do appreciate
I'm with you.